I'ma be honest, I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired of cancel culture always ruining people's fun or misinterpreting things that happen. It's like they forgot about empathy and tolerance and all that shit. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 cases that I've seen of such situation. One in Spanish, two in English. Let's start with the Spanish scenario first. In this case, this person was playing a video game when suddenly the dialogue started using quote unquote inclusive language. Now, what's inclusive language? You see, in Spanish, there's no neutral gender like in English, so they use the male as a neutral gender. Now, some people don't like this, so they created their own quote unquote inclusive language to include transgender, non binary, this sort of people. Now the problem is that while to them it sounds like a good idea, to the people that hear how it's used, it sounds like saying he or you is, stuff like that. So when this person heard the inclusive language in the game, they decided to deactivate dialogue. And then cancel culture discovered this and flamed him on it. Now here's the kicker. Cancel culture literally said that you could deactivate the dialogues if you didn't like them. This person did, and they flamed them for it. Now this second one is in English, but let's say it's more delicate considering the current situation. You see, there was an event that was very controversial. This person didn't know what the consequences and decided to make a joke. But when they discovered what had happened, they deleted the joke and apologized. But cancel culture was having none of this. Now, it's sort of understandable why they wouldn't have any of this, considering that in various cases, some people have made jokes about terrible situations, then deleted the joke when they didn't land, and then apologized when they weren't even sorry. But every situation should be taken care of in a case by case basis. So flaming them because it's so similar to those other situations is like attacking someone because they were a victim on a situation when so many other people have played the victim. Now this last situation is the reason I decided to make this video. Simply put, someone decided to come clean about the situation and they were getting support for coming clean about it. However, someone decided to read about the situation and decided to flame them on it, and people soon followed. Now, I'm not one to judge about this situation. I mean, it's not like I know what's going on, but I can kinda guess what happened. This person, the one apologizing, did something bad in a moment of weakness and decided to apologize about it. But the people who are attacking them on it didn't accept the apology because they think that you did something bad and you should pay for the consequences of your actions. Now, there are two problems about this thinking. The first is assuming that you wouldn't make a similar mistake. That in a moment of weakness, you wouldn't go out of your way to make something bad, even if accidentally. And second, who's to say they haven't already paid for the consequences of those actions? Now, I'm not saying that cancel culture is in the wrong, that and they shouldn't exist. I mean, I'm sure they've made some good somewhere. It's just that at the top of my head, I don't know what's the good they've done. And their cases where they've done something bad are more well known than the cases where they've done something good. So, yeah, not to mention the fact that this, I'd say, social justice warriors, quote unquote, are trying to be heroes of this story when there are no heroes.